Hello and welcome to the Scooby-Doo Not 100 Frights Any Percent tutorial. This is going to be covering the advanced strats, notably the GGS strats. For those of you who don't know, GGS stands for Green Ghost Skip, which is basically the set of jumps at the end of the game that is considered really difficult for most new runners. It's not the hardest thing in the world, in my opinion, but it is a 6-minute time save. And if that isn't your cup of tea, there is actually an easier route you can do. There is the no GGS route, which I will link up here on screen, or I'll link it in the description as well. But if you're looking to just, improve your 80% time, get that sub 30, then this will be the guide for you. So this will be covering pretty much everything you know and love. It's going to be covering all of like the major skips in the game, all like the optional stuff, as well as like your alternative snack routes and stuff you can do. So first off, I guess at the left you'll see basically the order I'm going to be covering the levels in. If you're new to speedrunning and stuff, you don't have to copy my splits. Ideally, the best thing you can do for splits is just basically just make splits for each load screen. So, like, entering for, like, if the level is Skull Cliff, for example, then you just make a entire split dedicated to Skull Cliff, and you would split during the final load screen of that level, if that makes sense. Anyway, yeah. Without further ado, let's begin. I will be using save states, of course, throughout this whole thing, just to show the example. So the first thing you're going to want to do is hold the R button down and mash the A and B button before you turn on the new game. And I guess I should briefly mention that timer starts basically as soon as you click new game. So I will demonstrate right here. Oops, not there. Now I'm not going to have the timer going down throughout the entire speed run, but yeah, you're going to be sitting through an 11-second time save. Hold the R button down and mash A and B so that you can get a straight charge to this section here. You want to hold the R button down so you can just mash A and B will let you just dash immediately to the gate. So I'll show that again. Okay, now before we go into Playground, there is some things I'm going to cover basically quickly. So there is dash running, which is basically when you're holding down the R button or the run button for whatever your console is. This is good for short distances. There is the B dashing, which is more better for long distance, like this. This is better for long distance, for example. And then there's infinite running, where if you do the run button and then do the dash charge running and then hold it down, you can infinitely run, so you don't stop like that. We're going to be using all three of these techniques all throughout the run, and there's going to be like ledges and stuff you can kind of jump onto all throughout the game. And well, while we're here, we'll just briefly cover the major differences between consoles. So GameCube is the fastest for any percent, basically because of one level, which I'll get to later on. Xbox and PS2 are fine. If you have those versions you want to start off, you can also run on those. Just keep in mind they're going to be slower for like any percent. Xbox would be a little faster than PS2, purely due to loads and whatnot, but Xbox also has some glitches patched that I will show alternative methods on certain glitches if they are console exclusive when I get to that point. So, yeah, that's all the basic stuff, groundwork to cover. Enter Playground. And when you're entering Playground, you're going to want to go right of this hint sign. You're going to want to like charge right of the hint sign and then kind of go back to get to this corner. We're going to be collecting every single Scooby snack except for one on this level. So charge, head right here, and hold the R button down so you get the little infinite charge. Alternatively, if you want, you can also run behind. You can run left of the clue if you want. Basically, just get yourself around the clue somehow. I think going right is a little faster. Make sure you grab all the snacks. There we go. When you get to this point, don't stop like I did. I just want to show for example. When you get to this point, keep going, jump on the trampoline, grab these, and you notice how Scooby stops there? We don't want that to happen. We want to grab onto that swing as fast as we humanly possible. So we're going to jump on the trampoline, and then push the A button as soon as we get on the slide. Like that. So when you jump on the slide, you get a little jump. So to get that jump, you gotta release the R button and press A like immediately. And then jump on the swing and grab all these Scooby snacks. So these Scooby snacks on the tire swings can be tricky for new people. The trick to getting the Scooby snacks the trick to basically staying in a straight line is basically hold the stick in the direction that the Scooby snacks are in. So you want to hold right all the way. You want to hold like this, hold right, and then go back a little bit, and then right again. And when you're going left, you want to hold the left button, press the left button, and then press left again. You'll get the rhythm of it once you get used to it, but by doing this, you get a nice straight charge. If you want, if you push the down button, you can get a little faster movement, but that is a little riskier, and we call that YOLO swings. If you can get YOLO swings, I guess you'll be saving like a second maybe, but I would not advise going for it even in RTA because it's not very easy to control this thing. So right, and then hold straight, and then when you get to this point, go left, and hold left, and then we're going to hold the up and left keys on the control stick so that we can get the rest of those snacks in a little bit of fast motion. So if you notice when Scooby moves down, he moves a little faster. If he moves up, he'll go straight a little faster in that direction too. We want to keep that kind of momentum going when you are in the swing. So if you hold down a little bit there, you can get a little faster movement. And then hold right here so you can get those snacks like a second faster compared to just holding right. But if you want to play it safe, just go right. I am taking a lot of time to covering this because honestly, Playground can be the reset point of the run, and a lot of times this is where a lot of your mistakes are going to be made. But if you can get it down to a good time, you should be able to get through Playground within 57, 58 seconds. But once you are done with the swing, head down here, slide down the slide, and run around the trampoline. So you'll land about right here. Dash run around here. That's an example of long distance. I'll cover the examples of long distance and short distance a little more later. Yeah, well, when you get over here, just dash run all the way here. And here, this is an example of short distance. When your infinite run, when your dash run runs out, you can use the little small dash to make the rest of it and jump up. And this is also making use of the infinite running, so that you never run out of the charging. So jump on the seesaw, jump on this part, and grab all the snacks. You don't need the monster token. From here, we're going to head to the swings. And these swings are very similar to the helicopter ones we go. So you hold the direction you want on the control stick. Hold it all the way to the left or right, depending on where you want to go. So in this case, left and then right. So left, right. And then for these two snacks, we're going to jump to them and then go here and swing on this swing. So I'm going to show that real quick. So from that part, you kind of want to hold your R button down. Go down and left to grab those two snacks. Then jump up, grab this snack, and then hold left to grab these two snacks. And here's what it looks like in a fast fashion. If you miss one snack, don't worry about it. You'll get it eventually. Of course, I'm messing up horribly. There we go. So that's how you do it. Jump over here, go left, and from here, go kind of in the middle. There's two ways to kind of do this ice ring. I kind of have my own little method. I know Admiral and Baz have their own ways of going for it, but you kind of want to go in the middle here, jump, get this snack. So, you know, from this corner, slide to the right, jump up, get that, jump up, get this, and get the rest of these in a linear fashion. And after you get to this corner, this should be the last snack you get, jump to this corner, and then dash run your way back to the gate. Do not charge run. It's not actually faster to charge run, because for the charge running, it actually takes a little bit of time to rev up your speed, whereas the dash running has a consistent speed, so that's why we use it over there. And here's my way of doing the ice ring. I forgot to make a save state again. So I like to do it this way, go left, and kind of go like a counterclockwise fashion. Whatever way you prefer. I know Baz, the world record holder, does it that way. I'll try each out and just pick your favorite. When you're done, just exit playground. And now, if you missed any snacks during this straight line, this is your opportunity to collect them. So from here, you'll land right about here, and you want to, during the load screen, charge, so you're on the right side. Make sure you're not on the grass part of it, because then you'll go a little bit out, and that's actually slower. Make sure you're kind of like a little to the right of it, and then, you know, head to the snack gate. And this is an example of like long distance charge running, where you can use it. So during this bit, you want to charge, you want to mash B and R, and charge a little bit to the upright, so you get a little movement during the cutscene. You can also just like R dash. Both will give you the same results. I just prefer the B dash because it's just seems to work a little more. After the B dash, you want to charge up here, grab those snacks. And now we're going to do something called chandelier jump. So chandelier jump is basically what it sounds like. We're going to be jumping to this chandelier with those two Scooby snacks and getting them early. The way you kind of want to line it up is kind of go where the Black Knight is, the picture of the Black Knight. You can go from the left side or the right side, or just really anywhere in between. I always like to go from the right side. Hold the R button, walk all the way down and out, and then charge to the, not charge, but you know, walk a little bit of the ways out and then jump, so you can make the chandelier jump. It also works on this side. I guess this side's a little consistent too. It takes a little bit of practice to get used to, but ultimately it's not too bad of a trick. Grab the two snack boxes, and then while you're getting that key, you want to charge. I didn't do a good example there, so get those, and when you land on that railing over there, you want to charge like immediately. So you get like a little like speed boost when you're entering there. So like here, like as soon as you land on that, you want to push the B button and charge. And then charge down to the key to the right, and then spam through Holly's text. There we go. Showing it again. Sometimes you can miss the key, but at that point you just reset. You kind of have to go a little bit in, like, you kind of have to go a little bit inward by the key to grab it, otherwise you're going to miss it. After you spam through Holly's text, this is kind of where the routes kind of divide up. So we're going to actually go through these Manor hallways, and you see these windows? Well, on these windows, you can jump on the little furniture and stand on them for a little while. And while you're on the little collision, while you're hitting the collision, you can make another jump, and that'll allow you to grab that chandelier. So after you spam through Holly's text, go here and grab onto this chandelier. I know new runners tend to like struggle with this a little bit, but it takes just a little bit of just like getting used to it. So you kind of want to go in and out to grab it. And once you grab the chandelier, just head to the right, grab the snack box. Do the same thing on this one, except there's a bat in the way, so be wary of that. Jump on that collision there, and grab onto this chandelier and grab this snack box. Now, if you want, I would recommend avoiding these two snacks. You can route this one out if you want. Your snack route's going to vary from mine, but typically I go for this snack, leave those two behind, jump on here, not get hit by the bat, and then go get the snack box. But if you want, you can grab this second to last one and then jump on the collision to try to, you know, maximize your snack counts a little bit. It is a little harder to get from, like, the right side, though, I noticed, so be wary of that. You kind of do want to jump in the middle, though. And after that, dash your way through the hallway and exit the manor. Alright, so this part is... there's a little bit of ways we can go about it. So we're going to have to talk to Don Knotts and get the shovel, obviously. So dash run to Don Knotts, spam through his text, and you see how I did the little sliding? Sometimes that can happen, sometimes that doesn't happen. But if you hold and release the R button... sometimes Scooby will do the little skidding animation, and that'll get you into the shovel, like, really fast. Dig up the flower and grab the key. You can alternatively just, like, you know, run. And if you don't get the dash, then that's kind of what it looks like. For this key, you want to dash into it to get it to slide into it a little quicker. And then run around the pit and charge. And here, just R-dash to enter the shock on the dock level. Alright, shock on the dock. We're going to try to make a cycle, but because this is a tutorial, I'm going to show you, you know, the basics of the first part. So we're going to R-dash here because this is a short distance. Do not B-dash, because otherwise you run into Don Knotts. Grab the 3 snacks here, charge up to this barrel, jump on these 2, and on this barrel, you're going to want to jump to this ledge right here. Now, I made that look easy, but it can be tricky if you're new. Essentially, what you want to do is just hold the up and left on the control stick, and then just kind of walk and jump. And by walk and jump, I mean do not hold down the dash button. So if you try to do it while holding down the dash button, it may not work. And if you're struggling with that, that's probably why you're not getting it. So do not hold down the dash button. You actually want to just don't hold down the R button at all. Just jump left and kind of go to this corner of the wall here. Takes a little bit of practice to get used to. Here's what it'll look like in a fast motion. There you go. So that's what it'll look like if you get it, like, fast. Grab these 2 snack boxes. And then over here, this is kind of more if you want to go for, like, world record. You're going to want to jump on this pole right here. So skip this snack so you can skip a little bit of movement. This will also allow you to make a cycle with the fish. So grab these snacks, charge here. Grab the 2 snacks here. If you made the cycle, then you won't have to worry about that. And then kind of go here in a zigzag pattern, you know, up and down. Don't charge, just R-dash. And then go down to this platform here, to the second one, so you can go down here and grab this snack and this one. Single jump your way up through these. And jump on here to grab the snack box. After that, just enter Shock on the Dock. Alright, so we're going to enter Shock on the Dock Part 2. So this is a relatively new skip discovered about a year ago. It was not in the old tutorial. So then spam through Shaggy's text. Hold the R button. So normally you would... you know, drag Shaggy to the life preserver and jump on the box. But there is another way you can do it. We can, get these snacks behind him. Follow those line of snacks, jump on the furniture, grab those. Run over here, go below the box. And after you slide, after you do the little skidding animation, you want to jump up to about where that arrow is, the one at the right. You're going to go a little bit left of that arrow, and you're going to do a single jump to the top of the box. Just like that jump from the barrel in Shock Part 1, we're going to do it without the R button press. And if you did it right, you should get on top of the box. So, I'll show it again. And if you're sliding through, you can actually clip through the box, which is kind of why I recommend sliding. But if you're having trouble with the sliding method, I would just say, just walk jump, stop for a second. Takes a little bit of practice to get used to. So yeah, a little left of that arrow sign, and you should be good. So spam through the text and double jump, or single jump. And then we're going to try to get this snack box. This snack box I always found a little bit difficult. Sometimes it kind of works, sometimes it doesn't. But you want to do is, have this camera angle. Rotate Scooby around about here. Extend your jump. So, extend, a little bit off of the box and then go for the jump. Because if you don't extend, then you'll miss it. And during the little, crate skip, you can, jump up a little bit in the air and then go for it. I find that helps a lot. Whatever you do, try to grab that snack. It's not very easy. Sometimes it doesn't work out. And let's say you do go for the method where you save Shaggy. If that skip is too hard for you, you can do that. You can, go back and forth, land on the box, blah, blah, blah. And then, collect these snacks backwards. Either way, you want to grab those snacks. The crate skip is faster. So go through the hooks. And about these hooks, you kind of want to make a cycle of them. So, alright, I gotta grab this again. Bleedful. If the hooks are in your way, try to kind of avoid them. Go for these two snacks. Go a little bit right to get the last two snacks. Collect that ring of snacks by the caveman. You can go a little bit outside to avoid him. I also need a save state after I do that. So a little bit right to get those snacks, and then jump on top of the furniture here. Here you're going to want to do an extended, A button press. Go left, go right to grab that snack box. And now here is another cycle you can make. If you have your cycles aligned properly, you can do what we call YOLO hooks, where we basically, avoid getting hit by those hooks. And you can do a fast cycle. But if you don't do it right, if you don't time it right, then you could end up like that. YOLO hooks is not very consistent, but if you can do it, you're going to save 2 seconds. If you're afraid of the hooks, one thing you can do is just take damage from this hook, and then you're going to be invincible the rest of the way through the other hooks. Personally, I recommend doing this as it's consistent. Either way, just grab here. We're going to actually leave that snack box alone for now, as we're going to be backtracking to this part later on anyway. So if you're in the Pier Part 1, or Part 2, after the load screen, you're going to want to dash charge up and then jump over the tar so you can avoid a little bit of it. So kind of like that. You can avoid a little more of the tar if you go a little more out. Like that. That is the perfect jump height. There, I didn't get enough because that was a little too slow. And then go a little left and get those snacks. there is another thing you can do. If you're lucky enough to get this, you can also slide on the tar, like that. If you press and release the R button, you can kind of move a little bit during that flow. I'm gonna see if I can get it again, like that, and then go here. The jumping is a little bit faster, so I would suggest going for that. Now here is Pier 3. Awkward jump cut! Okay, so this is a new route we're going to use for the Pier 3 level. So there is a more consistent method now to get onto the barrel. So first off, I'm going to show the normal and easy route we use for getting through Pier. You just go on the tar, and just, you know, make sure you grab every single snack along the way. Grab the Springs invention, double jump to this rock from this pillar. You can usually make it from here. Takes a little bit of finicking around to get used to. If you want, you can also jump on that pole and single jump to this. You can single jump on these little ropes here also, and don't worry, there's plenty of room for you to, like, roll over. And if you roll over to the tar, then you're basically just going to want to reset at that point. But yeah, just jump. You can make some of these with, like, the single jump. Double jump to get that snack box. And then you don't have to jump all the way to the top of the pole, but if it helps, you can do that. Let me try to show with this. So land about here, and then double jump to this, and if you did it right, you should be able to make a platform cycle where the ghost diver doesn't kill you. Alright, so that's the normal standard route. So now here is the alternative route. And I'm going to be showing you the new strats for Pier 2. Or, not Pier 2, Pier 3. And you'll see here I have quite a lot going on my screen. I have a metronome as well as my controller cam. The controller cam is not as important, but the metronome is. So we're going to be trying to do the barrel jump that is in Pier 3. So normally, you know, in the past, we would just, like, mash A bunch during this load screen and then hold the stick left and hope that we land on this barrel right here. Then we jump here, and then we'd skip a bunch of the tar. Or we would go behind the pole, and then jump on that. But, you know, all that stuff was a little crazy, and, you know, didn't always work 100% of the time. And generally just, I don't know, it wasn't consistent. But now we have somewhat of a consistent method of getting the barrel jump. I don't want to promise you that it's the easiest thing in the world, because even I'm still having a little bit of trouble with it, but with the metronome tool you'll see on the side, you can just Google, like, Musica metronome and just find this if you need to. With the metronome tool, it'll help us kind of narrow down the window where we actually have to press, like, the A button and the left stick. So the first thing you want to do is, we'll find a metronome tool, of course, set it to about 78 beats per minute, and you'll hear, like, the little, like, beeping. When it beeps for the 5th time, so basically when it goes back to the first dot the 2nd time, that is when you want to time it so you do your jump and A button press at the same time. So let's try to show it in practice. I'm still new to this, so I may screw it up a couple times. Wow, I got it first try. Not bad. Okay, so you're gonna want to start the metronome as soon as you see the text on the load screen appear. So you see Fear on the Pier Part 3. Like, the moment you see that, that's when you want to start the metronome timer. And as soon as you hear beep number 5, the like the pop for the 5th time, that's when you want to press, like, A and hold the stick down as much as possible. As diagonal left as possible. So this takes a little bit of practice to get used to. Admittedly, it took me a little bit. So there, I didn't get it because I started the metronome a little too late, or I just timed the window a little late. But you sometimes can get it even if you time it a little late. Yeah, I pressed A there a little early also. Perfect. Oh, and sometimes you can even land on like that little pole there. But anyway, yeah. Once you kind of get the hang of like the rhythm there, you're gonna want to jump from this barrel to this pole right here. And the best way to do that is to make sure Scooby is slightly off the edge when you're jumping. And as Scooby is slightly off the edge, you want to hold R button and the stick all the way left. And you should be able to make it from this barrel to this pole almost every single time. Let me reload the save state. Oops, I'm not there yet. There we go. Yeah, this takes a little bit of practicing, and I would highly advise just playing on emulator and just like reloading your save state to get used to this before doing this on console. I mean, on console you can do it, it's just then you have to just go through more like loads and stuff, and you know, that's not fun. Yeah, you kind of just have to like, as soon as Scooby is walking off the edge, you just kind of gotta press A and hold left all the way. So while I'm doing this, I'd like to give a special thanks to Kuzembo for finding, or for basically finding this method, and Baz for showing it to me, basically. Because there's no way I would have figured this shit out on my own, because I'm not a music person. Yeah, okay, I'm struggling getting it at that time, but yeah, it just takes a little bit of finicking around. Okay, you have to get a little off the edge. Okay, and you have to hold left all the way when you're jumping on the pole. That's what it is. See, I'm figuring this out as we're going. Okay, so when you get over here, jump on the box, jump on this, and let me actually make it save state here. So you should be able to get that snack within like 2 hops. So if you go back, nah, I didn't make it that time. But usually you can just swing to this and make it like barely. Sometimes you just swing a couple extra things. And then you have to kind of jump on that pole over there. You're going to kind of want to jump where that U thing is, the upside down U is. Jump on top of there. You're going to jump on the left side of it. And as soon as you jump on the left side, you're going to be kind of glitching through. And when you're kind of glitching through, you're going to want to jump left. And you'll land right about here on the platform. So that's enough explaining. Let's actually do it. Okay, so right about here, hold R, and then kind of hold straight, and then jump this way. So like hold straight, and then jump left, and you'll be able to make it to this platform relatively easily. And then from here, you know, grab the 2 snack boxes, obviously. I'm just gonna skip over them since it doesn't matter. You see where all these boxes are? That's kind of where you're gonna want to jump. I'm gonna not hold R here. We're gonna just hold straight left and A, and we're gonna make that jump relatively easily. And then, you know, get the springs inventions, of course. But let's show that bit again. So you kind of land about, like I guess, on the right side. If you can, try to land on top of here. It's a little safer. So jump left, and then, yeah. Even you have a pretty good margin for error right over there. So yeah, grab those. Oops. Alright, and then generally from here is where you want to do like the jump. And then yeah, go to the tar. Grab the smash. Double jump and this part, double jump on this part. Okay, so after you jump from this pole, you can jump from here, and then jump to the box and death abuse. That makes it 10 times easier. You could also try to jump from, like, this pole if you want, to try to grab that snack box, but that seems really difficult, and I don't know. It just doesn't seem very consistent. But if you don't land on there, you can always just jump from that corner to this box right here and then grab it. But it would be slightly faster to, of course, grab it this way, but it's more consistent just to jump from here and grab it, and then Death Abuse. But yeah, that's the tutorial on the new Pier 3 strats. I hope that was helpful, and I hope you guys can get it a little more consistently now. Thank you, and have a good one. So from here, you're going to want to make a cycle, so double jump over the crab, jump on this pole, and then grab that snack and double jump to avoid some of the tar. Alright, let's show that again. So, jump on that crab, jump on that pole. Jump on that crab, jump on this pole, jump on this other pole, double jump, and come down here. If you skipped any snacks earlier, now is the prime time to pick them up. You can also jump on this crate here if you want, and grab the snack that way. Let me see if I can get it. Anyway, jump down here, dash run, and try not to run to the hint sign. Now we're going to be warping back to the mystery machine. So the command here is left, left, A, left, left, and then A again. Try to have that memorized. So from here you can just dash into this and go into the menu. And one thing I forgot to mention is when you're menuing, you want to use the D-pad. If you use the D-pad, then you'll be going like super fast like this. If you're using the analog stick, then you'll be menuing slower, but yes, always use the D-pad when you're menuing. When you are approximately here, go to the right here, collect this ring of snacks right here, and from here we're going to enter the hedge maze. So go behind here, I missed the third snack, grab all 3 of the snacks if you can, and jump toward the key. I'm not very good at getting all 3 snacks, so sometimes I like to just get those 2 snacks, just to see if I can do it. There we go. Enter Hedge, and now Hedge, this one is pretty straightforward. Collect every snack you see. Try not to run into anything, avoid enemies. From here, you want to do a dash run. So after you do the little charge run, you know, from the right to left, from here you want to do an R dash so that you can not hit the spider and also, you know, make it. And then here, just continue your R dash, follow the platforms. This one's kind of straightforward, so there's not a whole lot to say about it. Grab all 8 of these snacks in this corner here. Charge down. This is an example of a level where you pretty much want to use the charging most of the time. So right here, if you can make a cycle with the werewolf, and if the werewolf's in the way of the snack, you can actually grab his snack that's below him at the same time as you're jumping. I'll see if I can replicate it, like that. So let me show you what it looks like if you do it properly. And dash run here. This is an example of a level where you want to just switch between the dash and the charging. Now, I missed the 2 snacks there, but the point is, try to grab every snack. If you miss one, don't bother going back for it, just move on to part 2. So part 2, we're going to actually want to make a cycle. Go back here, grab these. It doesn't matter how fast you go, because you have to wait for this platform to come down anyway. So there's a little bit of a strat here you can do. If you can, there is a ledge approximately right over here. that you can use to get up instead of waiting for the platform to come down. If you can get this ledge, then you'll be saving yourself 2 seconds. I'll see if I can show it again. And sometimes you just can't make it, and if you miss the ledge, you can always just jump back to the trampoline. So, if you can't make the ledge jump, I would suggest just waiting. Just wait for the platform, and then from here, the middle point, double jump. And then, right over here, you can grab that snack without having to jump. You can grab this ring of snack, and then walk through it to grab it. It's kind of weird. There we go. Do not talk to Don Knotts. So after here, just charge. Obviously, don't run into the zombie. You'll get used to these level structures the more you do them. And oops, I died. But luckily you respawn here, so no biggie. Charge. Actually here, you don't want to charge. When those guys are hizzing their little acid, just hold the R dash button to, get those snacks. And if you did it right, you should be able to make a werewolf cycle so they won't hit you. And here is what we call flower secrets. These are basically 30 to 40 snacks we get in any percent so that we can save, the snack collecting for later. So what you want to do is, when you get around here, you're going to want to charge, and then double jump to like the left corner when you touch the flower. So like when I get to the flower, that's when I start double jumping, and I can make that that part of the wall like almost every time. I know Baz likes to just like go straight and jump to it. I mean, I guess he can do that, but I kind of find it a little more consistent to jump from the flower to get up there. It can be difficult, I'm not gonna lie, and if you can't get it for any reason, the easy strat is to dig up the flower and jump up there. And I can't do it today. There we go. So as soon as you kind of jump on that little ledge, you kind of want to go back and then jump and try to grab every single one of those snacks. If you're having trouble with that strategy, you can just dig up the flower and then jump to this corner, and it's pretty much free. So yeah, dash your way through here, grab all the snacks you can. Bear with me as the game is lagging severely. If you miss the snacks, don't worry, we're going to be coming back for them. This is where you want to kind of R-dash. So you're just kind of like dash running, like so. You'll get into the groove of it the more you run it. So to make this jump and grab all the snacks, you have to kind of go at the very edge of this, and then double jump. And from here, go to the rightmost corner, and if you made the cycle, then you won't be getting hit by the werewolf. And then head to part 3. So let me show that again, what it will look like if you have all the proper cycles and whatnot. So grab these. There we go. And I didn't get that first try, unfortunately, but if you get it first try, you'll be able to make a werewolf cycle. But you can also grab an extra snack. If you miss a snack, don't worry about it. Will be plenty more later to make up. So there are almost exactly 850 snacks that you can get in total, by the end. So if you're missing some, you'll have to get some later on to make up your totals. Okay, so then go back here. and then you'll make the werewolf cycle. If you got the flower skip first try. And that's part 2. Part 3 is pretty straightforward. We're going to R-dash, jump up, grab this, dash here, dig up the flower. And yes, that smaller snack is worth it. It is approximately 2 snacks per second. Single jump across of these platforms. If you're scared, you can double jump, but trust me, just go off the edge of it and single jump, you'll be fine. Not too bad, especially if you're holding the R button down. And once you grab this final snack, just Death Abuse. And then charge your... And then... My bad. Let me actually let the enemies kill me so I can show this off. So, as soon as you die, you can just kind of charge a little bit. I did it wrong. And then jump up to avoid that guy. And then this is where we're going to do basically... Skull Cliff Skip. This means... Hello, this is Harsh from the future, and I want to show you another method to clipping through this gate. So there's 3 methods to going through this gate. You can hold the D-pad on the left and up side, and you can just simply walk through and make the gate. You can not die from the pot specifically, but you can hold the R button, hold the D-pad up and left, and then, you know, walk through. Sometimes you can get an instantaneous clip by doing that, but by far the most fastest and most consistent method is holding the D-pad and jumping. By doing that, you can get a quick, you know, clip through. Sometimes, if you're lucky, you can get, like, instantaneous. Oops. We're jumping a little too far ahead. There we go. Yeah, so... If anything, use the jumping method, and you can get a fast clip into Misbehaving Part 3. A bunch of time. Alright, so Misbehaving Cause in a Cave Part 1. This one actually differs pretty well. Baz has its own route of going about it. I have my own route of going about it. But I'll show, like, the consistent method. If you do it right, you'll be able to make the fish cycles, and the fish in this level can be very annoying, so I'm going to show my route, the way I find easier. So, just grab that snack, jump down, and just grab all of these. Try not to miss any. From here, you know, charge, grab the snack here, grab the snack all the way back here, go all the way down here. Follow this circle of snacks, and remember, we are skipping the keys. So if you grab a key, then you're gonna add 5 seconds to a cutscene. And unfortunately, the fish didn't line up. That's just kind of a cycle you have to make. But that's one way to go about it. I'll show Baz's route. So he likes to just jump down here and grab these snacks, like, right away. And then go, you know, beyond here. Usually you're not having fish chase you. The problem with his method is the fish are more likely to chase you. So go right, and then go down here. Go left, down. This is something you just have to get used to. And then just kind of follow the circle I went through before. I'll try to show what it looks like if you are able to get it consistently in a bit. So once you get past the fish, jump over here. And then at this point... you're going to want to, we're going to try to skip a cutscene. So if you try to run over here, you'll be greeted to a 15-second cutscene, and we don't want that. So your options are, you can, you know, run around it and enter it from the ice, or you can dash onto the platform ledge. But the dashing onto the platform is a little riskier because you are more likely to activate it, so it is safer to fall down the pit. But if you want to go for world record, then you want to generally go for this. Try not to botch it up. It is a little difficult, but yeah, like that. So let me show you what it'll look like if you do it properly. Well, not like that. But yeah, you're not gonna have fish chasing you or anything. So go left, and then go right here. And then go left to grab every single one of these snacks. These snacks are very fast, so you're going to want all of them. And if you're lucky, you can also get a cycle where the fish aren't eating you. I'll see if I can get a cycle where the fish aren't eating me with my method. So yeah, use whatever method you want. Baz's method, I guess, is a little bit faster, but I like my method because it's safer and you're less likely to hit the fish. And if you have to, you can skip some snacks just to avoid, you know, getting eaten by the fish. Because the fish will waste about 2 seconds if they bite you. Alright, so I'm gonna grab this snack just for the sake of my route. Don't grab it if you missed it. Alright, so Skull Cliff time. Skull Cliff 4, you're gonna want to make a cycle. We're going to want to charge immediately. And then double jump to grab all these snacks. Where that fish shows up, jump behind it. I know I kind of didn't show a good example over there. But, yeah, we're gonna try to make a platform cycle. If you miss the platform cycle, then you're wasting about 10 seconds. Yeah, so jump around that fish to avoid it. That's the only fish you're gonna have to worry about. You can charge on these so you can safely land on those platforms. Jump and grab that snack box. Charge. Jump on this where you see this little line. Grab all 4 of these snacks. And if you grab all 4 of those, then you can go over here and you'll be able to make a platform cycle. But if you don't make it, then you'll be wasting a couple seconds. If you have to, you can skip some snacks just to make the platform cycle, and it will guarantee you making the platform cycle is way more important than you know, missing out on a couple snacks. So I'm gonna try to show this part again. So this part where we're jumping on this little arrow, you're gonna kind of want to aim for this little greater than sign. Like it kind of looks like a mouthpiece. We're aiming for that when we're jumping. This one's pretty easy to grab, ledge to grab onto if you're struggling. And then just grab the snacks as necessary. There we go. Then make the platform cycle. If you grab all 4 of those snacks, then that will save you some snack collecting later on. But yeah, make the platform cycle, and then from the second to last snack, just charge! Skull Cliff 4 is pretty straightforward. There's not a whole lot to say about it. Just, you have to memorize it. Watch out for that platform, because it can move. The more you play this level, the better you get that. And if you make the cycle, then you'll be saving yourself a lot of time. So grab that snack box. I know it didn't do a great job, you know, myself showing it, but you can do it. And then from here, we're going to charge, grab every single snack, and since I didn't make a proper cycle, I got hit by the rock. Grab these 2 snacks, and then charge and dash down to make that platform. That one, admittedly, can take a little bit of practice. And I'm going to show that whole room again, since I didn't make a save state. But yeah, you're going to want to kind of time it so that you're going to make it. And if you don't make it, then you will be wasting, like, a little bit of time by getting hit by the rocks. Skull Cliff is a level entirely based on cycles, so if you make the cycles, then you'll be saving about a lot of time. If you miss the cycles, then you'll be losing time. So, charge back. And try to run into that. The reason I didn't make the cycle for the rocks is because I hesitated when I was grabbing that snack box. But yeah, don't miss any snack boxes. If you miss any snack boxes, then you will have to make them up later on. So keep that in mind. And from here, the platform should be rising down, so double jump and then come here. You can also try to grab that snack if you want. Yeah, don't ride the platform up, obviously. If you want, you can try to jump to this side so you can grab that single snack if you're low. Skull Cliff 3 is another cycle-based level, so R-dash, grab that snack box, charge! And jump over here. So now we're gonna grab this snack box, or this snack over here. The reason is because we have to wait for this platform cycle anyway, so you might as well just grab yourself an extra snack while you're giving yourself that. So let me show that again. So charge here, and you'll always be able to make that, so don't worry about it. Again, this is a pretty short level, so there's not much to say about it. Jump on the trampolines, ideally grab them all at once, and if you did it right, you'll be able to make a cycle where you don't have to worry about these ghost divers. Double jump, and grab the rest of the snacks. Actually, I'll show it again, just to show a proper... Oh, you can also just, like, charge into that one, can't you? It's actually pretty easy. And if you miss a snack, then whatever. Don't worry about it. You'll make some up later. And then charge, and try not to bonk into it, but bonking into it is better than dying. And you can also make a cycle with that caveman. You can grab the snack without touching him. Whatever you decide. Part 2. Another cycle-based. So there's a fish in the way immediately. So pause for half a second and then jump over to get those snacks. If you run, he'll always hit you. So wait like half a second. If you wait too long, he'll also get you. Grab these 2 snacks and then run. And if you do this correctly, you'll be able to make a rock cycle. Like the rocks will fall into place. Charge. Grab all these on the bridge. Single jump if you can, because it's faster than double jumping. And then walk under there. If you did it right, you'll be able to make a cycle there. So here, I'm going to... I jumped over here to grab 2 snacks. If you're lucky, you can grab a third one. Like that. If you extend yourself far enough, you can get an extra credit snack. If not, just keep moving on, and here's part 1. Alright, part 1, we're going to jump on this platform, double jump, and jump where you see kind of this little lightning bolt. This kind of little lightning bolt on, like, the platform. I'll try to get a zoom in on it. There we go. Like that. That corner over there is what you want to jump on. I would recommend practicing this. Lightning bolt's what you want to aim for. And then jump. Now, if that's hard for you, you can always just, you know, wait for the platform cycle, but, you know, waiting for the platform is slow. So, just jump on the lightning bolt, and, you know, you'll make it. Don't worry. So, jump in and out. Grab these 6-7 snacks. And at this point, you should have about 670 snacks. Obviously, I have a little more because, you know, I overcollected. If you don't have 670 snacks at this point, then you want to grab this snack box. Depending on your snack routes, but yeah. Only grab that snack box if you have less than 675, I want to say. So you should have about 690 leaving this area. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, you can dash into that door. You can dash into that door with the run button and mash the X button to open the Skull Cliff gate. That's just so you can skip the cutscene. Alright, so Haunted Hill 3. You can double jump on these, or you can single jump. Single jumping is actually faster, but double jumping is safer. I personally prefer single jumping. You'll get used to it. And then grab every snack you can, pretty much along the way. We're gonna try to make a rock cycle. don't get hit by enemies, because if you get hit by enemies, you'll miss the rock cycle. Jump on the bat. If you're having trouble jumping on the bat, you can also just jump on this corner, this green part of the land, and make it. Single jump to these platforms. Throw snacks. And if you made a rock cycle, you'll be able to avoid that rock. So let me try to show an example with the rock cycle. Charge dash, that was too slow. That was not good. Single jump all the way, man. Buddy. Grab that, charge. So this is long distance, this is where you want to charge. Try not to get by that guy. Jump on the bat. Or jump on the green if you miss the bat somehow. So if you make the rock cycle, you'll be able to get those snacks without having to dodge the boulder. And then from here, if you got lucky, you can make a platform cycle and just jump to this. But if you didn't make the platform cycle, luckily for you, you can jump on these rocks. If you didn't make the platform cycle, you can just jump on these rocks and go around. Grab all this. Now, if you have 1 hit point, this is kind of where you can kind of keep this in mind. Let me just get back to 1 hit point. Grab the helmet invention. And then, yeah, grab the 4 things. I forgot to mention one thing. If you wait, you will activate the little helmet cutscene. So when you're jumping up to get the invention, always mash the button so that you don't activate the cutscene. And if you wait, then you'll activate the cutscene. So if you do not have 1 health, you can death abuse by jumping on this bit. But if you have 1 health, just death abuse against the scarecrow. Death abuse against the scarecrow is a little faster than death abusing against the ground, but whatever you prefer. So now this menuing here, we're going to go up and then all the way right. We're going to be basically going back to the Shock on the Dock, and we're going to be entering Fishy clues. So with warp gates, based on your input on the menu, if you hold the up button when you're menuing, you should be able to like immediately go up, because you see where the cursor is right now. But if you hold the up button while you're doing it, you should be able to get like an instantaneous menu up. That is a little bit faster. And then go back to Shock on the Dock. You'll get used to the menuing the more you do it. So you're just going all the way right and over here. Alright, so this is Golashes Skip. I'm going to show you a picture on screen of a image posted by Samash. Basically, you're jumping over invisible walls, and the invisible wall is directly above the... kind of like where that window on that house is. So grab this snack. And then jump behind Don Knotts, jump on this barrel, double jump, and you'll land on the invisible wall right there. It takes a little bit of fidgeting around to get used to it, but ultimately it isn't too bad. If you've done the no GGS route, then you probably already know how to do this. But I'm catering to all audiences. So anyway, there you go. Entering Fishy Clues. Fishy Clues is a very cycle-based level, and you have to get used to these conveyor belts. Now, I would never recommend pressing against the platforms, because if you press against them, you're going to walk slow, but if you press, towards them, you're going to move faster. So generally, just go up and, well, there's Scooby Snacks there, I guess. You want to grab all the snacks in the middle. Go up here. Try not to miss this one. Jump up here. Go against this. And then hold right. And then when you're going up against that other platform. And then kind of go in the motion I'm going. Fishy Clues can take a while to get used to, because this is definitely probably one of the hardest levels in the game to get good at. But generally, you want to follow the cycle of the platforms, and we're not going to be collecting any snacks on any of the floors. Even I'm not very good at it. Double jump here. Follow it. The more you do it, the easier it'll be. Double jump here, grab here, and then kind of go up and down, kind of jump in the middle, and then aim for the snack, if that helps. If you need like an example of, you know, a fast way of doing that, I would recommend watching Baz's PB or Admiral's PB. They do it really well. So then jump out here and grab that single snack that's just lone there. I would not recommend going for this snack. This one's a little bit out of the way unless you're short. If you're short, you can grab it, but you don't need that snack. When you're up against here, double jump and enter part 2. Alright, part 2 is entirely cycle-based. So during the cutscene, you can mash B and you can do a little skip. You can do like a little slid. Jump down here. Grab the key. Up to this sandwich. And then charge on this line down here. Alright, so up here I'm going to save state. We're going to wait for this platform to rise at a certain point, and at a certain point we can jump to get a boost, like there. So about right here. I like to do kind of like 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, so 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, and then double jump, but there I did it too quickly. So 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, and then jump, kind of go right to avoid the crabs, jump and grab the key, and then double jump here. And down to that platform, you get the point. And if you're scared, you can wait a little longer, just so you're guaranteed to make the cycle. And if you did the cycle right, you'll be able to make it so you don't have to like move around to grab the key. Jump on this ledge, and then jump down, and you should be able to make the grab every single one of the snacks that are in that vicinity. Why am I missing that? Usually you don't miss that. I guess I guess you can't go like a little too outward. If you go too slow, then you will miss a cycle. Are you kidding me? Chris. Okay. Grab that. Jump down here, and then grab all those snacks. Jump for that key. It's a little bit on the left, so you have to jump a little bit left. Jump over here, double jump, and if you can grab that snack, you have to do an extended double jump to get it. Run back here. Grab every single one of these snacks. Dash to the key here. And then if you did a platform cycle, you can jump on top of this this conveyor belt and make it. Anyway, I'm going to show what it looks like if you can get a proper cycle going. From here. There we go. If you can grab that snack, that'll be an extra snack for you. So upon this snack, double jump. Extend your double jump there. Go all the way left downward. Straight line over here. Grab that, and if you have enough time, you can grab that snack at the bottom. If you don't, you don't have to go for it. Fishy 3, another cycle-based one. We're going to make this platform cycle right here. And to time it, you want to hold the R button down when you're kind of dashing. When you get to about here is where you want to jump. And I missed the jump there because I jumped too soon. And if you do it right, you should be able to go here. And when the platform's rising up, that's when you want to jump. It takes a little bit of practice, don't worry about it. And if you jump too soon, then you'll be pushed against the invincible wall. But if you fall down for any reason, then you can make up your snacks by getting some of these down here. I don't recommend getting all of them. But generally, you don't need those snacks. You should have about like 930-ish at this point. Wait for the platform to get up here, and then double jump. I jumped against the wall there. So kind of a little bit up. You can do it also with B dashing if you want. Works the same way. Wait for it, and then double jump. Jump on that invisible collision. Grab these, grab that, extra snack. Grab that snack as this platform's rising up. Obviously I screwed it up, but you kind of get the idea. And then jump here. Helmet your way down here. And then get this snack up to that sandwich. Grab the sandwich if you need help. And then grab the rest of these at this point. By this point, you should have about 960. If you're low on that, then you're going to have to do some collecting later on to make up your totals. Fishy 4. This one is also cycle-based, so run against the platforms. Go in the direction they are facing. If you miss any, don't worry about it. So follow the direction it's going at. I'll try to grab all the snacks, of course. Just start from the middle. Single jump. There we go. And then get this snack, and then from here, we are going to double jump to that platform right there. You can make it from here, or you can make it from here. You kind of have to go a little bit off the edge of this platform in order to make it. Grab this snack if you need it. If you're low on snacks, you can grab these. Otherwise, just grab these two, and then jump down. Now, obviously, I have a lot of snacks. At this point, after you get this snack, jump down here. Helmet dash this way. Grab these snacks right in this corner. Come here, and then grab these 3 snacks, and then pay the gate. So, if you have about 1,005 snacks leaving Fishy Clues, that's a good amount to have. If you have 1,020 somehow, that's perfect. But if you are short on snacks, like if you have below 1,000, then you're going to have to make up your totals later, and you might have to go out of your way to collect some of these, but I don't recommend going for these because these ones are slow. Alright, Fear on the Pier Part 1. So as soon as you exit the door, you're going to want to, like, you know, dash left, double jump all the way so you can grab that line of snacks. If you're having trouble grabbing that line, you can jump on the pole to grab them instead. But yeah, this is just a matter of doing extended AA jump presses. It's not too bad once you get used to it, and if you miss like 1 or 2 snacks, don't worry about it. It's not worth beating yourself up over. And then single jump to get the rest of these, yada yada yada. And there I didn't make a cycle. I guess another thing I can point out is, here, I'll keep this in mind if you want. I missed a snack, but that's fine. You can jump from this corner here, grab these snacks if you want. But ultimately it doesn't matter. I think that is actually worse because you're missing a cycle then. You're also missing out on snacks if you do it that way. But keep that in mind. If you want to do that, you can do that. It's not really that. It's not. They come out about even in my opinion. But if you do it this way, you'll make a cycle almost every time. Helmet dash your way down here, and then go on the trampoline. Grab all these snacks up here. Double jump and come down to avoid the tar. So that's Pier. Coast is probably the hardest level in the game. Coast has a lot of tricks that, you know, typically will screw new runners over. So what I like to do is just kind of double jump, grab as many snacks as I can. Try to jump over that ghost diver. Don't bash into the caveman. If you bash into the caveman, it's kind of lost. So jump on the fishy nut. You can wait for the fish and, you know, grab all the snacks if you want. Otherwise, you can just YOLO it and just jump right away. Grab these, and then try to jump on top of that lamp over there. Anyway, let me show the beginning of coasts again, because I didn't properly show it. So, yeah. Generally, try to grab as many you can. There you could probably try to get 2. If you don't get 2, oh well. Jump from here. Jump on this corner so you can avoid the ghost diver. Run against the wall, against the rock, so you avoid the fisherman. And then, yeah, if you also have to be careful of the fish. You have to time it so you don't get screwed over by the fish. If you time it too slow, then the fish will eat you, and you will die, and you'll lose like 10 seconds in coast because of that. And you don't want to lose 10 seconds in coast, because losing time in coast is really bad. Alright, and then immediately jump. If you get lucky, you can land on here. If you don't get all the snacks, don't worry about them. Just grab 2 over here, 2 over here, 2 or 3. So here, I'm going to show 2 methods. So there's a cutscene you have to watch when you get to this point. You can skip it by just running down here. You can probably just do it with R dashing, actually. Yeah, actually, yeah, hold R while you're dashing so you skip it, because that's actually a little faster. The other thing you can do is do what I did before. You can jump on this lamp, but this one's a little more risky. But the lamp jump is actually faster. It saves 5 seconds, unlike this death abuse, which saves 2 seconds. Yeah, what you want to do is kind of line yourself up against this rock from here, like dash, and then double jump, like up and then left, if you know what I mean. Try to go for that if you're going for world record. If you go for the lamp jump, then you can double jump and grab these 3 snacks. But if you go for the death abuse strat, you can double jump and only get those 2 snacks. So generally, lamp strat is typically better because you get 1 more snack and also you're saving a lot of time. So from this corner, you're going to want to jump to this corner of the wall right here, so that you can, you know, grab onto that ledge early. If you're struggling with that, you can always just jump from here, and that's easier. This one's not really risky, but it's a little faster if you want to make a fish cycle. Grab every snack box you see along the way. Grab half of those, jump down here. I like to kind of go around. You can also, you know, just kind of go this way, inward if you want. Grab those snacks, and then slide your way down here. Now, if you did the lamp jump, be careful not to activate the cutscene again. So jump on this corner instead. And now we want to actually grab this snack box here. So you see this heart-shaped texture on this platform? If you don't, here, I'll show it. Yeah, that texture over there. You're going to want to double jump from it. Do a single leg jump without holding the R button. Extend your jump so you can get that snack. Oh, whoops! I'm a little out of it, but that's fine. So, you know, double jumped. You can do it while you're grabbing all those snacks if you want, or you can just get it later. I personally recommend just getting it later. So double jump from here. And let's see if I can get a cycle, or I'm avoiding the ghost diver. To show you theoretically how you'd want to go about it. There you go. Kind of like that. And you can just single jump to some of these things. So double jump here, grab half of those, go inward, grab the other half, then slide your way down here. There we go. grab that snack. That one takes a little bit of practice. I would recommend going for it like once maybe. If you fail it, then oh well. Hit the boxes in the order I'm presenting them to you. This is the fastest route for them. And then hit this one. Alright, this next trick is going to be relatively difficult, so there's two different routes you can kind of go about this level. This is called Zero Cycle. So you want to run as quickly as you can. Now, we're going to kind of try to go back and forth. You can avoid that ghost diver by going this way. So the easy strategy is to go this way, go back for those 5 snacks, and, you know, just make the cycles here. So this place is actually different on PS2 and Xbox because the snack boxes on GameCube are actually lower, so it's easier to make this cycle. But on Xbox and PS2, you can't make the cycle because you'll be missing out on snacks. So let me show you what this looks like on GameCube if you can, you know, manage to pull it off. So jump right here. I messed it up. If you bonk into an enemy, it's too late and you don't want to go for it. I'm going to try to show Zero Cycle. So you see that witch? The witch will show... You'll be able to see the witch disappear when if you successfully manage to do Zero Cycle. And then go all the way down here. And then, yeah, there I was too late because I hugged the corners of the railing too much. If you're hugging the railings too much, then you will miss the Zero Cycle, unfortunately. It is how it is. There we go. So I made it there, like barely. And then kind of do the same thing here. You don't want to miss these snacks because these are very fast snacks. So yeah, I did miss the snack there, but ideally you'll kind of want to go from this crate from right to left. So if you're doing this on Xbox and PS2, I'm gonna show a video on doing this cycle on there, but this is the route you'll use if you're playing on PS2 or Xbox. So this is the level I was talking about that had the major differences between consoles, and this is primarily why the GameCube version is run over the PS2 and Xbox versions. And now this level here, part 3, is the only other version exclusive trick. This trick I'm going to do doesn't work on Xbox, so you'll have to do it a different way on Xbox. So make the fish cycles. After that snack box, you should have about 910 at that point. If you don't, then you want to collect that extra snack box. You get hit by this fish, you can walk on water temporarily, and then jump on these boats. So these boats are very mean. You can die if the water cycle is high enough, but if you make it the cycle I did, then you'll be able to make it every time. So from here, this final boat, this one is version dependent. So let me explain really quickly. There are two versions of GameCube. There is 1.0 GameCube, and there is 1.1 GameCube. If you have the version 1.0, you can do what I'm about to do right here. If you have 1.1, there is a different method you'll have to use. So this is the invisible fishy net. This is only available on the 1.0 editions of GameCube and PS2. This trick does also work on PS2. Basically, you want to jump from the middle of this boat, and then jump a little left when you're trying to grab the net. So double jump and then go left, and you'll be able to make it nearly every time. or just jump here. There we go. You kind of have to aim for like the left middle part of the boat. If you don't, then you'll fail. If you're playing on version 1.1 and you can't do this trick, you will have to swing on this fishy net instead, because that fish net over there has a hitbox. I'll show a video of it quickly here.
So you want to make up some snacks. Okay, good. May save some time.
Alright, so that's how you would do it if you're playing version 1.1. If you're playing on emulator, then you'll probably have version 1.0 anyway, but if you're playing console, you gotta keep that in mind. Double jump here, and then go here. Version 1.0 basically saves half a second in this level alone, but yeah, don't worry if you have version 1.0 or 1.1, you can still get a competitive time even without it. Now, if you're doing this on Xbox, you'll have to do this a different way. And I'll show a video of it right here. Okay, so that's how you do it on Xbox. And now... Alright, massive jump cut here! So, we have a new route change for this section of gameplay up through the Lighthouse. So we're gonna enter which way. You're gonna grab a bunch of these snacks. So we used to jump on this rock, go up there and get all those snacks, but now we just simply do a straight dash all the way to this part. You can avoid the the tar monster. Sometimes you can get like a frame perfect hit off of him, where you like hit him and then you still have control of your movement. If you can do that, that's technically faster. So you can get these snacks by just getting the first 3 and then going for the last 3. I don't think it's possible to get all 6 of them in one shot, so you could get these 3. You can also jump kind of where this lamp is and then jump for the other 3. Get this snack box. Try not to miss any of those. And if you miss any, then, well, you're gonna die. But yeah, that cycle's pretty free once you get used to it. It's not too bad. So jump up here, get these, grab these 3, and then get these 3. Go in the little corner so you can avoid that guy. The snack over here is a double snack, so you do not want to miss that snack. And then this is just kind of simply grab the 2 snack boxes and proceed. So now to resume with the previous video. Make it. So Lighthouse, Fright House Part 1. This is cycle-based, and there is a fast cycle and there is a slow cycle. So I'm going to show you 2 ways. We're going to first hit this box. This is the slow way. You can hit those, get these 3, hit the switch, hit these 2 boxes, doesn't matter. This is the slower cycle. If you hit the caveman, oh well. Hug the corner of the wall to avoid, hitting the divers. Hug the corner of the wall to avoid hitting the ghosts, the caveman. And then you only have to wait a little bit to get the super smash, but you should be able to make the cycle. So now let me go for the harder strat. The harder strat is go here. It's not that bad. Get that snack box, hit the switch, and then go in the back. I messed it up. Switch. Go behind the staircase. Trap the caveman there. Grab that, and then grab that. I messed it up again. Wow. Go in the corner here. There we go. Grab those 2 snack boxes. And then you have to go up the stairs. You have a minimum of 2 bonks, so hug the walls at the left and right. If you bonk into the ghost divers, then you'll have to consider that a bonk. If you get more than 1 bonk, then you'll have to do some safety strats. So hug like the corner of like the staircase as much as you can to avoid these enemies. Double jump, and then enter here to grab the super smash. If you walk into too many enemies, I would suggest just running up the stairs, forgetting about those 2 snack boxes, and making it, just so you make the cycle, and then come down and grab them. But if you already grabbed them from here, then just jump down here, and smash. Alright, so Lighthouse, Lighthouse Part 2. This is another cycle-based level, so... oh, let's not get hit by the ghost diver. Grab this snack, go in the corner here, keep running, double jump here, skip that snack. This is kind of just making cycle. If you can get a really good rhythm for your cycle, then you will save yourself a lot of time, but this is probably the most ideal route for that. Now that I went through that fast, let me kind of try to explain it a little slowly. Grab this, grab this. By the way, you should have at least 670 snacks walking in here. If you don't have 670, then you're doing something wrong, and you'll have to like keep your collection. You have to keep in mind your snack totals at a later point. So double jump here. Grab that snack box by slamming off the wolf. Single jump there. If you get hit by the poles, that is going to waste a little bit of time. So you can also jump from this pole here and double jump to get that snack. Actually, that's faster. After you go for here, jump on this, double jump, and then, you know, get your way out. You can also take advantage of like the invincibility frames if you're having troubles with the hooks. Okay, so now that we're here, you're gonna want to grab this snack, grab these 3 snacks, jump on this section of the wall, and go through this door. So in the past, we would go around that loop to get the snacks. If you have about 720-ish snacks entering here, you should be fine. Grab the rest of these snacks. And then head all the way to Don Knotts. Now, okay, at this point, you should have about 760, 765 would be the most ideal. If you're short on snacks, let's say you have like 745 or something, or 750, you can grab 3 snacks from here and then warp. But if you have ideal snacks, like 760-ish as I mentioned, then just take the warp gate to Shock on the dock. And then grab that snack box if you already haven't, and jump down to Creepy Crawlies. Alright, Creepy 1, we're going to... There is a hidden snack box over here. You can't really see it, but... you have to just kind of jump down to get it. It's very hidden and very mean placement by the developers. So I kind of have my own method of doing this level, and Baz has his way. Sometimes you can just die from it if you get hit by the bats. It's kind of annoying. You can slam on the Captain Moody Ghost, and then try to hit the fish and this button at the same time. Let me see if I can actually get that. There we go. But I didn't get it, but sometimes you can hit that switch at the same time. Come back here, grab these 5 snacks. Grab this snack. Double jump your way around here. Grab these snacks. And then hit the switch. You can do it Baz's way, which is that. Yes, you can do that. You can do that. You can double jump. Oh, I didn't get that again. Which is, you know, do that, go around. I believe he likes to kind of go run around. I'm not sure if that's faster or not, but yes, do that. And then hit the switch. Either way. Now keep in mind, if you somehow have perfect snack collection, if you manage to get 800 snacks somehow, you can skip both sides of Creepy, which means you don't have to go through all that. If you have like around 780, you can get like these snacks. You can skip that snack box on the left. You can get the one at the bottom. You can get these, and you can skip the ones on the right. So you can do one of the sides of Creepy to circumvent your snack count if you needed to. But by the end of this level, you need to have at least 815. If you have 815 snacks, that's perfect. If you don't have 815 snacks, let's say you have 800 or 809, that's fine too, we can make it up. But if you have anywhere below 800, then you're going to be losing time to snack collecting later on. So double jump here to grab this snack box if you need it. If you have perfect snack collection, you don't need that snack box. But if you have good snack collection like me, then you won't have to worry about it. If you have good snacks like me, you don't have to worry about it. If you already have 815, don't bother going for it. If you're gonna have above 815, then you don't need it. You can grab those 2 snacks. And by this point, you should have between 805 to 815. 815 is perfect. 810 is doable too. So Creepy 2, we're going to if you have, this is where you want to watch your health. If you have good health, you can take damage from the coffins to get the keys by taking damage. It's a little faster than waiting. But you also have to bear in mind your health. If you have low health, then don't go for that. So then hit the zombie and switch at the same time. Now this is where you kind of got to keep in mind where your snacks are, where your snack totals are. If you're low on snacks, so like let's say you had, I don't know, 820. Let's say at this point you only had 850. You're at the switch and you have 815. Then you want to go for this, and then go for the Shaggy Jail. But if you have ideal snack collection, if you had 815 entering Creepy 2, don't go in those doors at all and just go straight. This key skip, this key is relative. I know this gives a lot of new runners some trouble. What you want to do is kind of go a little further away from this white pole. Double jump here, and then double jump to this corner so you can hit the collision of this wall. For that collision, you can walk off the collision a little bit, and then get the key from there. It takes a little bit of practice, and it'll take a little bit to get used to where the key is. And then after you're here, you can hit that magnifying glass, and then jump to where the spider web is so you can skip a cutscene. I'll see if I can show that again. There's 2 methods you can kind of do here. So after you jump down from the key, stay here, hit the sign, jump to where the spider web is so you can cancel this cutscene, and then we're going to be doing something we call RBS. This can be a very trollish trick in the run, and this can lose you a lot of time, as well as the next couple room skips. If anything, I would suggest practicing RBS, GGS, and the next skip so that you can save as much time as humanly possible. This is ultimately what determines your run right here. No matter how bad your run is, if you have a perfect RBS and GGS, then you can still have a really good run. So you kind of want to like jump against the walls here. You'll feel some collisions. After a while, you'll get the first one. So after the first collision you feel, double jump to this corner. This next corner is a little bit inconsistent, admittedly, but you kind of want to jump a little bit in the middle. Here, actually, I have a picture on screen showing exactly what the graphics and like what walls and stuff you should be hitting. Alright, so that picture should give you a pretty good idea of where to hit the collisions. So jump here. I like to kind of go for this corner because I find it really consistent. You can also kind of go for the middle. But RBS, it can be an iffy trick. Sometimes you can get it, sometimes you can't. It's just kind of a matter of feeling the collisions on the wall. I think collisions can be different between versions. It takes a little bit of practice. It's honestly not too difficult to like get a couple times, but it can be incredibly frustrating if you're trying to go for a PB. Like that. Practice this, eventually you'll get it. If you want, you can try doing it without the R button press. I don't know if holding R button actually helps that much, though. Here we go. So once you get onto that second ledge, you can double jump and enter this snack. Okay. So this is post-editing. I also wanted to show another technically faster strat, but it's not as consistent. So after you get this text box, the zombie won't be there, but run towards the mirror, and then you can try to do RBS while you're, up there, while you're doing the cutscene. And if you can, that'll save like half a second. Let's see if I can demonstrate that again. So you kind of want to just jump immediately to the wall. If you can manage to double jump from that section, you'll be fine. But yeah, usually you can make it within 2 jumps. And now we're going to be doing probably the most difficult skip in the game. This is the reason, this is mainly the reason I suggest if you've never run this game before, run the easier category first. But this is GGS, Green Ghost Skip. This is probably the most difficult set of jumps in the game. So, to start off, let me show you a picture on screen. This picture shows you where the invisible ledges in this room are. So the invisible ledges are on the, are on this kind of ledge. You kind of have to feel the vibration against the wall to get those ledges. And if you're able to get those ledges like consistently, you can eventually get to the very top and completely skip using the umbrella invention and save yourself like a bit of time. This is kind of where a lot of people tend to struggle, because like this is where like the major time loss tends to be. So the first thing you want to do is just kind of rub against the wall, like just without holding the R button. You can rub against the wall. Eventually you'll notice like a collision when your Scooby is kind of moving down. And then your next collision is going to be kind of where that dot on the wall is, you see. This trick can be very frustrating, admittedly. Now, one thing I have noticed over time is that this trick's actually a little easier with the D-pad. So if you double jump here with the D-pad, and then double jump here with the D-pad, you should be able to make it almost every time. So that's how Farrah does it. I have his video in the description if you need a proper tutorial. So yeah, you'll get those ledges eventually. If you can get these two ledges consistently, then that third jump is going to be the next hurdle. And as you saw there, I got extremely lucky. So that third jump, the third jump is, let me see if I can kind of get my mouse on screen. I actually don't have my mouse on screen. There we go. Hopefully you can see my mouse. Okay, so you're gonna kind of go here, and then you're gonna jump to this little ledge over here. The third jump, you kind of want to aim a little like here. I have the picture marking where you exactly need to jump on the collision. You're gonna kind of want to aim dead center, a little bit right of this this pixel. And if you have your TV dark, I would recommend turning up your brightness in this room, because this room can be very dark, so you can see the ledges a little more efficiently. You're gonna aim for this ledge, and when you go out and about, when you hop out at the top, when you grab onto the ledge, you want to jump out and then back. Out and in and out. So let me see if I can demonstrate that. There we go. Eventually, you'll kind of hit the ledge here. And then go in the dead center there. If you're able to go in the dead center, and then once you hit the dead center, you'll kind of feel the ledge, and you can go in and out. So I'm actually better at this on console. I'm not very good at getting this on emulator. But yeah, if you manage to do that, you can jump in and out. The key to getting that third ledge is do not hold the R button down. Hold the button straight, and just jump like you're walk jumping. Do not hold the R button down. Another way you can do it is my double jumping method. I'll link a tutorial in the description, but basically you want to jump to this corner of the wall instead of trying to jump from here and then from here. You can do this way. Some people find this method easier. I find my method easier, so I just jump from, using the D-pad, I jump from this corner, so I'm consistently able to make the ledge with the R button. And once you're able to make this ledge right here, you kind of have to like react really fast. So I usually just kind of do this when I'm using the D-pad. I know I'm having a little bit of a tough time showing it, but jump here, and then you can jump in and out. If you're able to get that third jump like somewhat consistently, then you will, then you know you're getting the hang of it. If anything, against all else, I would suggest practicing GGS the most out of anything, because a good run can be determined by a good GGS. So I almost got it there. That's fine. There we go. Yeah, I would try to practice getting on this ledge consistently. If you can get on the second ledge consistently, then you should be able to get to that third ledge pretty easily. So, like, right about here is where I'm kind of twist and turning. When you're twist and turning, you want to jump in and out. And sometimes you can kind of hug the collision of that other wall. There we go. Eventually, you kind of just, you land, like I said, you land about here, about a little here, and then you kind of go in and out. So let me get a safe state here. So after that part, after you get through the very top, you want to watch this bat cycle. You want to watch this bat over here. So if depending on the cycle you get, you'll have to kind of react fast or slow depending. And sometimes there's a bat that kind of comes out here and can kill you if you're not careful. So double jump here and, you know, get on it. If you're having trouble, you can always super slam to get on the bat to guarantee yourself, because the super slam will extend your jump height a little bit. Yeah, it is faster just to single jump though. That part is not difficult, but the initial getting to here is the most difficult part. And okay, I'm gonna show you some really difficult jumps. So, okay, so there are two ways to do this. Alright, so a little bit of a route change here. So we used to jump from this corner of the railing. We'd walk down, double jump, and slam to that platform. But now there is an easier route. I'll still show the old route just for completion. The fast way is making it to that platform and failing, and this can sometimes kill your run. Let me show it before I explain it. So walk in the middle. So you kind of want to walk in the middle of the railing here. And extend your A button presses so you can reach, so that you can reach max height before you do the jump. One, two, there we go. And you'll be able to make the edge of this. This takes a little bit of practice, and actually, if you have save states or like a save file without this jump, I would seriously advise practicing with this, with the electricity turned off, because it can make all the difference in the world. Now, this strategy is for those who want to go fast and you want to get a really good, like, you know, time, like a world record kind of levels time. But yeah, you can do that, but the new route is faster by like 2 or 3 seconds. So jump on this part of the railing right here. Double jump to these boxes. If you have to super slam to make it, you can. Jump on this box, jump on this blue platform. And from here, you're just going to jump on the table. Now, if the camera freaks out on you, you're going to have to like slam and hope that you make it on the box. But yeah, generally try to exit from like the bottom left side to make it a little more consistently. And if you get lucky, and the platform cycle works out for you, then you can grab like 5 extra snacks from this, or 6 extra rather. And then this is kind of a tricky jump. It's a lot easier than the electricity jump I just showed you, but basically you want to stand on like the left part of this antenna, kind of like right here. And let me see, is OBS even capturing my mouse? Oh, my mouse isn't even on the screen. Hold on. Ooh, my mouse. Okay. So what we're gonna aim for is kind of around this bit of the wall here. This railing has collision you can get on, and by running on the collision, you can just simply double jump over the fence and super slam the switch. You can also make it if you hug this part of the collision right here. So there's not really like an easy way to do it, but kind of go like a little bit further back and go on like the left side of this antenna. Double jump, and then if you land on the electricity, that's okay. You get a second chance at life. You can try it again. This isn't the easiest jump in the world, and it takes a little bit of finagling to get. So like right there, I hugged that corner of the wall there and I was able to make it. I'd say go for it like 2 or 3 times. If you can get it second time, that's fine, but if you're spending like 15 seconds on it, then I would suggest doing the easier strat, the safer strat, which is not dying on the table. You gotta be careful with that. Why am I dying on the table so much now? It's so weird. You can jump on this purple thing. You can jump on the springs. Double jump. You don't have to slam to land on the platform, but I just did just for safety. You can double jump on this platform. And just kind of do extended double jumps from there. And you can use the slam to ensure that you make it. And then hit the switch. But let me try making that jump again. Okay, it's not too bad. Hit the switch. Now, depending on how many snacks you have at this point, by grabbing that extra snack box, you should have around 840-ish, and if you have 840-ish, then you can grab this snack box and this snack box to make up your total. But if you're still short on snacks, if you didn't already grab these 5 snacks that I showed earlier, you can grab those now. And yes, the electricity is glitched on this version of the game. Don't worry, it's turned off. It's just a GameCube version problem. And then yeah, make your way to Laboratory 2. And this is going to be the last part where you see me from the future. So, onwards! And by this point, you should be done with snack collecting. Okay, so Laboratory Part 2, this is pretty fast. This one is called Lab 2 Skip. Basically, we're going to be going to the top of the invisible wall over here, climbing the shoulder of it, and then going to this corner right here. So let me show you what it looks like. So double jump right here from the end of this railing, double jump, and then double jump in and out. So you can't see Scooby right now. And let me zoom out the camera to show you like where Scooby is exactly. So Scooby is standing, you know, right there. You can see me here. So there, Scooby just randomly disappears. It's really strange, but trust me, I'm about over here. And what you're gonna do is want to walk all the way to the right. Yeah, let me show you what it looks like in zoomed out mode. Go right, and then approximately here, this is where you're going to want to go up and then right. So you can hit like the invisible ledge that's right over here. There we go. Once you get to that ledge, you can get up here. Honestly, this ledge is pretty free if you're using like walking strats. So like if you just do walking side jump, you should be able to make it. And then jump onto this part, and then, you know, pay the snack gate right here. It's a single jump. So as you're paying the 850 gate, just R dash, and then enter. Okay, so this room recently got a route change. There is a new trick we discovered about 2 or 3 months ago as of this video's recording date. This trick basically saves 20 seconds in this room. So we used to actually swing from Shaggy's legs and push the switches and whatnot, like you're normally supposed to do, but there's a new way to cheese this room where you just run around here and jump through the door. So the trick with this is called Shark Skip. You want to make sure Scooby is not vibrating like this. If Scooby is vibrating like this while he's jumping, you're never going to be able to make the jump. But if you are pushing left, if you're going left and then right, you're going to be moving like this. So you want to kind of aim it so on the D-pad you're going left and then up right, or sorry, up left. So you're jumping from up to up left so you can get this trajectory on your stick. And let me actually save state. If you get this, then you can single jump, and you'll be able to make it through that door. Not vibrating is definitely the key here. But if you can get like an instant clip, then that'll save you like so much time. Sometimes the door is just funky and doesn't work. Apparently you can get it free on like European version, but yeah. Key is D-pad, up and then up left, and then, yeah, you can get that jump pretty free. Yeah, ideally, I guess, if you want, you can try to get, like, a free clip through it, but it's hard to get, like, instant clip. Now, if you need a save file to practice on console, you can simply enter and exit Mastermind Unmasked, and that door will be there for you to practice. So if you exit here, the door will still be locked, and you can always just practice. So take that as like a practice save file. You can master that trick, you can save yourself a bunch of time. Okay, so as soon as you enter this door, I guess I probably shouldn't have like save stated over it. So during this little cutscene, I'm gonna save state in this room. When Scooby goes and says, "Ready, Raffney." Ready, Raffney, mash A. Double jump, slam onto the platform. I slammed there a little too early, so of course I missed the jump. I guess you have to wait a little bit sometimes. You have to wait for that platform to come all the way down. Double jump and then slam this way. And then, you know, you can hit the trajectory. There you go. And then from here, just double jump and hit it. It's not too bad, it's just you have to watch the cycle where this platform is landing. If you jump too late, then you won't be able to make it. You have to kind of aim it so as that platform is sinking down, you can jump down. And make sure you're not too out of the way for it either. Anyway, this is the ending of the game, the final fight, so skip the cutscene. We are going to go to this corner of the wall here. So notice how Scooby's vibrating. Aha! See a common trend in this game? We're going to hold the D-pad up and right, and then we're going to press the B button. And you should be able to clip through instantly. Okay, let me just skip this cutscene. Okay, so D-pad up and right, and then press B. Now, if you're having trouble getting through the wall, do not hold and press the R button. If you're holding the R button, then that's why you're failing it. And if you're not using D-pad, if you're using analog stick, it's harder. So D-pad B to clip through that door, and you'll be able to make it pretty much consistently. So up, right, and B. No holding R or anything. And you also want to check your health before you do this. So let's pretend I didn't have 1 health. That's fine. I'll do this room again. Now check your health. So if you have 3 health at least, you're good. Let's clip through this. Hit the switch, you can enter the lightning, you can take damage, and go to the other side and enter the lightning there. And then knock the enemies as they're going. So that robot will spawn approximately in that area almost every single time. So I hit that switch. No, I didn't actually hit that switch. I actually bonked into it. That's interesting. If you get stuck in the door, you can always go, if you somehow get stuck in the door, you can always go up and down to escape, but if you're not getting stuck in the door, just keep going. Anyway, go here. If you miss a switch, you're gonna have to hit it, but if you can get a frame perfect hit, like, while it's going, then that's good. It's only safe state during the Mastermind fight. So the robots and the space kooks will spawn in the exact same area every time. So you kind of want to keep that in mind. And then go here, slam these guys. Now the only problem with this boss fight is we don't get to hear the awesome Mastermind music. Because we skip through the door, we skip a cutscene, and we also skip the phase 1 of the fight, so we don't have to like deal with the robots and whatnot. We also miss it on the awesome music. So, okay, for the robots, you just kind of want to, you know, see where they're going to spawn. If you can get like an instant clip, like an instant hit off of them. Oh, I was low on health. Whoops. If you can get like a frame perfect hit off of them, then you can save yourself like a buttload of time. After you hit those robots, go to the left side, go to the right. And then, okay, now the next thing you should be aiming at. So the next part you should be aiming at is, see where the food is located. Where the food is located is where the robot's going to spawn. That's the key. Of course, I didn't predict it was going to have to wait so long. If you can predict where the robot's going to come, then you can like get like a nice hit on them and slam all of the space kooks. Hit that, hit this guy, and hit this. And then hit the switch here and hit the final switch here. Mastermind will take some practice. Now this final part, unfortunately, is RNG. So what I recommend doing while you're waiting for the Mastermind to spawn, hit the robots, and, you know, hit them, and then wait a little bit, so you can delay as much time as possible. Unfortunately, he had a bad spawn. That is probably the worst spot he could possibly spawn. But, yeah, there's different ways to kind of go about it. Hit him into it as soon as possible. Make sure you have ideal health. If you don't have enough health, then these robots can get in the way and they can kill you. So let me reload my save state to see if I can get a different load on them. I would kind of recommend waiting as much as possible to kill these robots. Kiddo. Okay, there he spawned a little differently. Okay, so I guess his spawn point is random every time. Anyway, let me see if I can get a perfect Mastermind just to show you guys, like, ideally what you want to get. So then timer will end as soon as you hear Mastermind hit the electricity, as soon as you see Scooby's little icon pop. Okay, there. So he did spawn randomly. So that is actually a perfect Mastermind right there. So hit him there, and then hit him into the electricity, slam him, and then timer stops there as soon as he's hit by the electricity. Anyway, that is the entirety of Scooby-Doo Night of 100 Frights. Thank you so much for sitting through all this tutorial. I hope we can, I wish you the best of luck on your endeavors in the any percent realm. It is quite a grind. And take breaks if you need to. If this category is frustrating you after a while, try the no GGS category, or try one of the other categories. If you need any help Feel free to comment down below, or honestly, the best thing I could say is join the Discord server. The Discord server for this game has changed my life completely. The Discord server will be linked in the description. Here you can find basically a community of every Scooby runner, like new and old. There's constantly new people asking questions. How do I do this trick or whatever? If you're having trouble with any part of the run, just ask, and somebody will get to you eventually. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope this tutorial was helpful, and I hope to see some new runners get on the boards.